Hey everybody, in today's video we're going to do a quick overview of the Greek gift in the Caro-Kann. This came up when I was going over some lines in ChessGoals, and I realized in one of the lines we try to avoid the Greek gift, and then in another line it looks like we allow the Greek gift, but with closer inspection it's actually a line where the Greek gift does not quite work out for white. So let's take a look. This comes out of the exchange Caro-Kann. This is the line where white plays a very early h3, and we play e6, trapping in our own bishop. But the plan is we're going to eventually castle, play f6, play e5, and open the center this way. In this position, we recommend castling. And it looks like white can get away with the Greek gift, with bishop takes h7 check. After king takes h7, knight g5 check. Here, if we come back to g8, this is actually a win for white after queen h5. This is the classic Greek gift. The issue is the queen is threatening to mate us on h7, and if the rook moves to try to make room for the king to run, there's also the f7 pawn hanging. So no matter what, this is going to be a loss. And we can turn on the engine and look at the eval here. 6.6 advantage for white with queen takes f7 check. We move back, and here there's a couple good moves for white. We can see rook takes e6 is a move, queen h5 check, even just waiting, knight a3, the position is so strong, you can get away with that. I think the easiest one to understand in this position is probably rook takes e6. Now if bishop takes e6, knight takes, forking the queen and the g7 pawn, which is mate. And if we don't take the rook on e6, there aren't many good options, so let's just say we make a waiting move to see the threat. Rook h6 check, no moves for the black king, and after taking, queen h7 mate. So this line kind of highlights the power of the Greek gift. We cannot move our king backwards here. So we move the king out to g6. After this, the strongest move is queen g4. Going for a discovered check, probably knight takes e6 check. But here we can attack the queen, so now the discovered check doesn't work. After queen h4, the threat is now g4 and queen h5. So here we can play f4 to guard that. After queen g4, king f6 is still a lead according to Stockfish. This is only a one pawn advantage based on computer eval. But it's a line where if you want to sort of bait your opponent into playing the Greek gift, this is a good way to do it. If you study these lines a little bit with the engine and trust your calculation, you can get an advantage by having your opponent sacrifice their bishop. So this line could continue, capture, capture, queen takes, king g5, and here we see the engine eval. It's in black's favor. I let this run a little bit longer and it was around a 1 point advantage for black, maybe a little bit better even. Okay, what if we don't want to go into any of this? Keep this in mind for your repertoire. You can play h6 here. No problems at all with playing h6 and castle on the next move. So that's the way to avoid it. This gets rid of the Greek gift. Now you might be wondering, okay, well I thought the Greek gift tended to work in these sort of positions. Can you show me a position where the Greek gift works? So in this initial position, let's give white the h pawn up to h4. So this can be an anchor point for the knight on g5, and the h pawn could also be used as an attacker. Now let's say we castle. After bishop takes h7, king takes, knight g5 check. If we go backwards, we're running into the same line, queen h5. And if we come out, now there is h5 check, using the pawn to check us. If we go to f6, knight h7 check is actually a mate in 2. There's the mate. We could show that. And if we go to f5, white can play g4 check first, switching the move order. And if we go to h6, now we're lined up with this bishop on c1, and there's knight takes e6 check, checking the king, attacking the queen. We're completely busted. So there's an example of a Greek gift that works and a Greek gift that doesn't quite work, and also a way to avoid it by playing h6 here on move 9. So we'll put some links in the description below to the Caro-Kann repertoire. And if you like this video, please click the thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content, please click the subscribe. Thanks for watching.